Section 2. Define phase. Chapter 2.2. Voice of Customer VOC, full detailed and easy. The voice of the customer VOC captures customers' expectations, preferences, and pain points for a product, service, or process. It is the foundation of any Six Sigma or DFSS project, guiding improvements and design decisions. VOC is collected through surveys, interviews, focus groups, complaints, and observations. Since customer feedback is often subjective or vague, it is translated into measurable requirements using tools like CTQ Flowdown and CTQ trees. This ensures that products and processes are designed to meet real customer needs, improving satisfaction, loyalty, and business performance. VOC, or Voice of the Customer, means understanding what customers truly want rather than relying on assumptions. In DFSS, every design begins with these real customer needs because a flawed design often starts with incorrect assumptions. To make this clear and actionable, it's helpful to break the process down step by step, showing how customer feedback is collected, analyzed, and translated into measurable requirements that guide effective and successful design. In DFSS, it's important to recognize that not all customers are the same. One key type is the external customer, which refers to the end users or buyers who actually use the product or service. These are the individuals whose experiences and satisfaction determine the success of the design. Examples include a policyholder calling customer care, a patient visiting a hospital, someone using a mobile app, or a bear purchasing a laptop or washing machine. Understanding the needs and expectations of these external customers is critical for designing solutions that truly deliver value. External customers, or end users, focus on factors such as speed, ease of use, price, quality, reliability, and convenience. Their feedback, known as the external voice of the customer VOC, directly reflects their expectations and priorities. For example, a customer using a banking app might say, "I want the app to open fast." This statement captures the external VOC, highlighting a real need that the design must address to satisfy the user. Internal customers are employees or departments within the organization who rely on the product, service, or process for their work. Their feedback, known as internal voice of the customer VOC, reflects the needs and challenges of those using the system or process daily. Examples include BPO agents using a CRM system, IT teams supporting applications, finance teams verifying invoices, or warehouse staff scanning inventory. Internal customers typically care about easy processes, minimal rework, simple screens, accurate information, and reduced training time. For instance, a BPO agent might say, "It takes too many screens to find customer information," which represents internal VOC and highlights a design requirement to improve usability and efficiency. Regulatory customers are authorities or agencies that set rules and standards to ensure organizations comply with laws, safety norms, and industry regulations. Their requirements, known as regulatory voice of the customer VOC, focus on safety, accuracy, audit trails, data privacy, and adherence to standards. Examples include IRDAI, RBI, FDA, ISO auditors, and data privacy authorities such as GDPR or DPDPA. For instance, when a regulator mandates that customer data must be protected by encryption, this represents regulatory VOC, specifying a requirement that the design or process must meet to remain compliant. Interviews are a key technique for capturing the voice of the customer because they allow you to understand customer emotions, frustrations, and motivations in depth. Unlike surveys, interviews reveal the why behind customer feelings and provide rich insights as customers speak freely about their experiences. Common questions include asking what they like about the current process, what frustrates them, what they would change, and describing the last time they faced a problem. For example, a customer might say, "I hate entering my details again and again," which reveals a clear need for an autofill feature. Collecting VOC through interviews requires careful and systematic engagement to ensure that the insights accurately reflect real customer needs. This is one of the 4 major techniques for gathering VOC. Surveys are an effective method for gathering the voice of the customer when feedback is needed from a large audience. They're fast, cover many people at once, provide measurable data, and help prioritize customer needs. Common survey questions include rating satisfaction on a scale from 1 to 5, identifying the most important features, or asking how often users face specific issues. For example, if 70% of survey respondents indicate we want faster customer support, this clearly identifies a top priority VOC item. Surveys complement interviews by quantifying customer preferences across a broader population. Gemba, meaning the real place, and ethnographic research involve observing customers in their natural environment to understand how they actually interact with products, services, or processes. This approach is important because customers may not articulate all their needs, and some requirements are unspoken but visible through observation. Examples include watching BPO agents during live calls, observing patient flow in a hospital OPD, seeing how people use ATMs, or noting how agents struggle with multiple CRM screens. For instance, during a Gemba visit at a call center, you might observe an agent switching between 8 screens to answer basic questions, something they never mentioned in surveys. This reveals an unspoken VOC, the need for a single screen view to streamline work and improve efficiency. The Kano model is a simple tool that helps classify customer needs into different types, making it easier to prioritize design and improvement efforts. Must-be needs are basic requirements that must exist, such as an ATM dispensing cash. Without them, the customer is dissatisfied. Performance needs improve satisfaction proportionally. The faster the internet, the happier the customer. Delighters are unexpected features that pleasantly surprise customers, like free upgrades or cashback offers. Indifferent attributes are aspects the customer doesn't care about, such as the background color of a login page. Reverse features, if added, can actually create dissatisfaction, such as sending too many notifications. By understanding which category a need falls into, organizations can focus resources on what truly drives customer satisfaction. The Kano model is used to prioritize customer needs effectively. Must-be requirements are addressed first, as their absence causes dissatisfaction. Performance needs come next, where improving them directly increases customer satisfaction. Delighters are addressed last, as they provide additional delight but are not critical. For example, in a mobile app, ensuring the app opens reliably is a must-be. Fast loading improves satisfaction as a performance feature, and adding dark mode is a delighter that enhances the user experience without being essential. The next step in DFSS is translating raw VOC into clear, actionable customer needs. These needs must be specific, unambiguous, and usable by designers or engineers for creating solutions. For example, a customer comment like "service is slow" becomes the customer need reduce. Process turnaround time, hard to find info translates to information must be easy to access, and errors happen often becomes process must produce accurate results. This conversion ensures that vague feedback is turned into measurable, design-ready requirements. After defining customer needs, the next step in DFSS is to convert them into critical to quality CTQ requirements, which are measurable parameters that define exactly what the customer expects. For example, the need for fast service becomes a CTQ of turnaround time under 15 minutes. Easy information access is translated into information available within 10 seconds, and accurate results is captured as error rate below 1%. Step 4 then transforms these CTQs into design requirements or technical specifications that engineers can implement. such as automating workflows with a 3-step approval to meet TAT targets, configuring a CRM to display customer data in a single view, or adding built-in validation checks to maintain accuracy. This process ensures that customer expectations are directly linked to actionable design solutions. When designing a new CRM screen for a call center, the process begins with capturing raw VOC, such as "I can't find customer details quickly, calls take too long, and too many screens." These statements are translated into clear customer needs, easy access to customer information, shorter call handling, and reduced screen switching from these needs. Measurable CTQs are defined, including customer information loading in under 5 seconds, tasks completed in fewer than 3 screens, and an average handling time AHT of under 4 minutes. These CTQs are then converted into design requirements such as a single-view dashboard, faster database queries, smart filters, and auto-populated fields. This structured approach ensures the design team has precise, actionable guidance on what to build to meet both customer expectations and operational goals. In DFSS, the voice of the customer VOC is about understanding customer needs deeply. Customers include external users, internal employees, and regulators, and their feedback can be captured using techniques such as interviews, surveys, Gemba visits, and the Kano model. Raw VOC is then systematically translated into specific customer needs, measurable CTQs, and actionable design requirements. This structured approach ensures that the final design aligns precisely with what the customer wants, delivering value, efficiency, and satisfaction.